It's an old parting tool. I've just ground it up so it looks like the little claw from a cat. Okay, it's tapered that way and that way, so I can use it this way or that way. So the first thing we're going to do is get the parting tool, clean this up, put down there, spindle gouge, like that. Into here, clean a cut there, and we're going to go back to the parting tool. So basically all you've done is cut a little bead. Tell you what, it just needs to trim that corner. So sand this before you release it. We're going to do a little captive ring. Right, take that edge off there and that edge off there. Right, we're going to stop the lathe, lift up the tool rest. I want this to be a slightly trailing cut. We've got plenty of room, so basically we're going to cut halfway in there, halfway around there, and we're going to ease the ring off up onto the stem. Oh, too fast. That whipped to about 1/4 inch. We're about 1100 now. So again, it wants to be slightly trailing, and just put that right there, and basically try and follow the curve on the inside. Try and get as clean a cut as possible, and then we'll come around this side again, just follow the curve a little bit higher, yeah, a little bit more this way, and just nibble away at it. It's going to come off now. Go. That just eases off. Now then, if you wanted to sand the inside of that, what you do is you get your abrasive paper, strip of paper, maybe cut it down, tape the paper onto the stem. Okay, so you tape that, switch the lathe on, and then you hold your ring. Your ring goes over the top of that paper. You hold your ring onto there, and you can sand the inside of the ring, okay, and totally finish it off. So we'll leave that there, drop this back to where we need it, which is about here, and we'll finish off the rest of the stem. Now then, if the stem gets in your way, just tape it. Just tape it with a little bit of tape to the cup, or tape it onto the stem, wherever you want. If you don't like it sliding up and down, I don't mind it. It can't catch. It's running free. So back to the bowl gouge. Drop this down a fraction to about there, and we'll carry on with the stem. I think, well, the base of it's going to be around here somewhere, so we've not got much more to do. Again, watch your speed, don't forget, and turn it on too fast, have that whip and snap. You'll just be extremely fed up. Right, I've actually got that onto 1200. Let's see what happens. I'm hoping, because the stem's thickening up, that's not going to whip so much. Slower speed, different feed of the tool. Wing, look how much that whipped just by making those cuts there. Take this down. Phone call. Wow, that's too slow. Take this cut up here, push it through. You may be able to hear the dog howling in the background. He howls at the phone. Keep an eye on that cup. Look at the cup moving. And how much. Turn that down a touch more. It's starting to move more on me now. You can see how much it's moving there. Quite decent cuts for a small gouge. Back cut. Again, I'm watching that cut. Push cut. Setting it up too quickly. I want to try and come back here. It's not going to be easy. There we go. Good. That cup's moving even more now. But I'm hoping the strength of the stem is going to support it and not snap it. I don't want to stop this cut while I'm in the middle of it. I'm just going to carry on. That's better. So now, move the two rests around to here. It's on 900. That's a 1/4 inch. Tell you what, we'll stop it and I'll show you something. Now it's starting to move as I'm turning it. You'd be surprised how much strength is actually there. It's wobbling here, but it's starting to strengthen up. See where it starts? It's starting less twist there. It's only down to here. If that was too heavy, this would have snapped by now. So, I'm going to do these last few cuts, do a little repeat the detail I've got there down here to blend it in, okay? Then sand it and finish it. Now then, if you find this is too difficult to do this way, or, see, I like doing it this way because it keeps me on my toes from a tooling point of view. I've got to consider many things, the wood, it moving, the speed of the lathe, and I've got to adjust things to complete this. It would be easier if you got a little bit of paper towel, folded it up neatly into a neat square, put that into there, and then just bring your revolving centre and rest your revolving centre on the paper towel. It takes to the shape of the cup on the inside, and it just supports that and just stops it whipping. You can be a little bit more aggressive here, and you don't have to worry about it snapping. Nobody's going to know, nobody's going to care. Do it that way, support it for your first one, and then try and do it unsupported with your second one. It's only a bit of wood. If it breaks, so what? 600, 700, 800, 850. I'm hoping that if I can get down to here, I think we'll be good. Small cups, it's whipping a little bit more. And turn it down. That's 750, I turned it down 100. I want this tool rest a little higher. Wing of the tool. Back cut. There's the little step. Let's just pick this cut up here. Small, careful. Right, the detail, wow, look how much that's moving now. That's a good 1/4 inch. So, the detail, it's half done for you. If we make a cut down there, that's too big, but if we come down here, continue that cut to there, and then come in here, blend that in to the stem there. We're going to get the spindle gouge, make a more acute angle here. Now be careful, sometimes If the wood is brittle, you cannot get such an acute angle on it. It might have to be slightly more obtuse because the wood won't hold it. It'll splinter or break at the edges. Nice slice spindle gouge. We want to get a nice slicey finish down here. Let's put some light on that. Nice little cut down here again. Get right in with the spindle gouge, right in with the tip, and we'll clean this up. Yes, blend that in nicely into there. Excellent. Look how much that cup's moving. That's a good 1/4 of an inch that. Okay, so what we'll do now is roll a bead at this edge. There, I don't like a square edge when I part these off, so we're going to roll a small bead on that edge. It looks far better radius than flat. The only flats we've got are the fillet there and there. So now, parting tool, we're going to slightly undercut this so it fits nicely. That's slow speed, it's at 750. So this is just to establish where the goblet finishes. I'm going to leave it there. We're going to sand it up. So when you sand it up, you want a bit of paper. Let me turn this down. Yeah, that's alright. Nice taper stem. There's the odd little rivel in it. Don't worry, some of this grain, where it's cutting the hard grain, the soft grain, that makes a difference. And this is definitely, I can see, it's definitely kind of bowed. It's actually bowed over and slightly twisted as well. Okay, so I'm going to get a bit of paper and we'll sand that up. Let me just step out of shot. Very unprofessional. There we go. So use a bit of cloth paper. Don't have any of these little bits hanging. If they were to wrap around the stem and catch, you can snap the stem, so get rid of those. I prefer the paper, the thinner paper, break the backs of it, because I can feel, or cloth's actually, cloth. I can feel those lumps, so just turn it on, doesn't have to be too fast. You can support it as you sand it. Sometimes when I've sanded these, they've actually straightened up again. The heat has straightened them up. So if you feel any high spots on there, just concentrate on the high spots. A bit slow and get it faster than that, I think. And just sand the high spots. You can feel them through your fingers. There's the one there. So concentrate on there and then just blend everything in nicely. There's a high spot here, because I could feel a low spot there. Right into here. Still a little high spot in that section. Okay, I'm going to turn that off slowly. See, all sands up and blends in nicely. So that was a 180 grit. I'm going to go now to the finer 240, and I'm going to go through the grits, sand this up. I'll sand that up. We'll come back to the finish. And I'm going to show you how to part it off. Okay, join me in a minute.